everyone! I hope this video is not too dark, but it is a very gloomy, dark and rainy day and I didn't have videos pre-filmed, but today I'm here with a video that is called My Finished Series. They're in no particular order. I'm just going to give you a brief summary of every single one of them so the video is not way too long. But the first one that I'm going to mention is obviously Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. The 7 books, plus I also read the Hogwarts Library, Tales of Beedle the Bard, Quidditch Through the Ages, and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And I also read The Cursed Child, which I know is not officially part of the series and I'm not including it as official, but still, it is a book set in the Harry Potter world. Twilight series, obviously the Vampire series by Stephenie Meyer. I also read Ulysse Moore series. It is an Italian series by an Italian author, Pier Domenico Bacalario, and I've read the first 12 books. I think they're considered to be the official part of the series. There are 3 more, but I think you don't have to read them. But it was basically a middle grade books, time travel sort of thing, I think, if I remember it correctly. It was really adventurous and a lot of fun. There's a lot of mysteries involved in it and I would love to reread them one day. The Sherlock Holmes series by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I read the 4 novels, novellas and 5 short story collections. One of my favourite series of all time. The Vampire Academy series by Richelle Mead, including 6 books. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, except for the Tales of the Peculiar Children. I'm just not really interested in that one, but I really enjoy the series. The Inkheart trilogy by Cornelia Funke. The first book I really enjoyed, but the second and third were a bit of a letdown. But this is a book about this girl who can read from the books and everything goes live. It is a fantasy middle grade series. The Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare, which is set in the Shadowhunter world, but in the 19th century England. I really enjoyed it. It's one of my favourite series as well. The Cemetery of Forgotten Books trilogy by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. They're not really related to each other and it's not like a proper trilogy, but at the same time they have something similar in them. But I think you can read every single one of them as a standalone. And I also read the trilogy Something About the Prince of Midnight or something like that. I can't remember the name in English, but it consists of 3 middle grade fantasy sort of books, and again they're not really related to each other, but it's just considered to be a trilogy. The Russian version of The Wizard of Oz 6 book series by Alexander Volkov. Across the Universe trilogy by Beth Revis. It was set on a spaceship and that's all I can remember without spoiling it. The 3rd book from the trilogy was my favourite because so many things have changed and there's a huge change in the book that just was so interesting and I loved it very much. The Dream series, I think it's called, by Kirsten Gier. This basically about this group of teenagers who could travel through dreams and it was quite interesting but a bit of a letdown as well. And I also read the Ruby Red trilogy or the Gemstone trilogy by the same author, which was one of my favorites by her. Definitely enjoyed it a lot more than I've enjoyed the Dream series. It is a time travel trilogy. Really, really good. Girl Online trilogy by Zoe Sugg. It is basically a young adult sort of romance books, but they're also a lot more than that. These books are really, really good because they're also about finding yourself in life, about fighting your fears and all the other different problems that teenagers have to deal with. And the last one that I finished is the series in Russian by Milena Zawodzinska about the Magical Academy. It is really, really good and one of my favorite series again, and one day I want to reread them all. These are the series that, as far as I know, I finished. There might be some more that I read before I came across BookTube, but then I didn't really keep track of what books I was reading, so yeah. And there are still plenty more series that I'm in the middle of, and hopefully the next video will be about that. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these series that I've just mentioned, and if you enjoyed them. I would like to know that. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye!